Hey, whoop! I forgot to change that. Shoot, hold on. Can't. What? I didn't change the tags. Which source is it? Is it this one? No. Uh, uh. Delete, delete, delete. Dire versus Legion of Coffee. Perfect. Hey, welcome to Outfit Wars Nexus. This is Dire versus Legion of Coffee, and I'm joined by iMadHatter. How you doing? All right, cool. It seems like you're doing well then. Perfect.
Yeah, sorry, I had a little bit of lag there going on, but
No
yeah,
worries.
absolutely doing great.
Perfect. So match today, this is going to be Dire versus Legion of Coffee. Both of these teams didn't lose their first match, so they're going to be playing together here. See who gets get some points up on the board over here. Dire went against Recursion last match, and their infantry looked pretty good, but definitely their Recursion's rotations were a lot stronger. Legion of Coffee, on the other hand, they played against GHG1, and GHG1, from my understanding, I think they just had more people. They also were, using a lot of steel range to move around the map quickly. Game starts in 20 seconds. We're going to go to the in-game. Woo! We're going to look at the openers real quick. Looking over at GHG1. A lot of Liberators and Valks. You don't see that a lot, especially because Dire's opener is mostly ESFs. So all of these ESFs are going to shred a lot of the Liberators and Galaxies that come in. I'm going to follow Legion of Coffee in, and match is going to start now.
Leave the restricted area immediately.
Yep, just as soon as those gates drop, the timer is done.
And
usually about 10 seconds.
Oh, here we go. And there, right on time. God bless.
Gates are down. Air is off. Yeah, a lot of Liberators over here on Coffee's side. The air balls are coming in right now. These, oh man, these Reavers are doing some work.
Yeah, these Reavers, depending on what loadouts and stuff they have, they're going to be doing pretty good. Dervishes, I believe, are also really good against Liberators because of, I believe, the Pixie. The Pixie does like a ridiculous amount of damage against Liberators. But I'm not an air player, so I can't really comment too much on that.
Unfortunately, neither am I.
I need to change my overlay real quick.
Yeah, those Dervishes are doing quite a bit of work against those gals, but it looks like the last Dervish. No, we've got one more over here still just pummeling in from this east side.
Perfect. Alright, let's take a look at the map, see what's openers. We got a little Aerozek. Nothing at Aerozek. Aerozek is empty. Granite Head in the middle. A little bit of a start over here for Dire right now. A couple of drops in, and then Bitter Gorge. Right,
yeah, it looks like
Legion
timers.
of Coffee is set up. Take a look at what Legion of Coffee has over at Bitter Gorge. Are they looking for logistics? How are they looking for spawns? Not seeing any logistics for Legion of Coffee, except maybe a beacon or two. That could be rough to deal with.
One Lone Sunder coming in.
Perfect. That Sunday's actually going to be pretty big if Legion of Coffee can get that up. Dire's also contesting C point right now. Max goes down by some good ancient Sakian sellsword. I don't know how to say that. I know who that is, but I don't know how to say that.
Dire now has a Galaxy hovering over Alpha, actually.
Over Alpha, I see a couple of drops coming in right now. VTG own, who that is, dropping in right now. We got Lewd, Hater Lewd right now on the roof.
Yep, just one Max, one Lone Max, one just a couple of guns against the world.
This Legion of Coffee max push, that's like going to be a rough push. Trying to push as an NC max can be difficult sometimes, just because you don't really have a lot of range that other classes can deal with. Lewd right now battling in the L stack, currently down to half health, takes down one, takes down two, Resonate comes in. We got a max for Legion of Coffee pushing in as well. It's now 1v1. Lewd taking down low and gets taken out. Although max is pretty useless, as Lewd has just demonstrated. Dire is beginning to push up a little bit here onto the C point right now. We check out Granite Head. What's the timer looking like over there? Full cap for Dire.
1 minute left.
And no contestant over here from GHG1. So GHG1 just might not have the logistics in place to be able to deal with Granite Head. And Arzak has also started for Dire. That's going to be actually pretty good. The times line up nicely for them.
They're going to be able to cap both of those facilities and have a two-prong approach to the facilities owned by Coffee.
Yeah, especially if Legion of Coffee doesn't get this third point under control. Because if they're going to get Granite Head, And then Arzek is going to be going over to Dire if they don't fix that. And then that's going to give them, you know, like 3 minutes to try to deal with Bitter Gorge if they don't fix that point. But despite that, it looks like Dire's actually contesting the point. We got Big Iron Ranger over here on A point. Fix that. NC Max is going in the L stack and checking that out.
Yeah, all the action is over here at Bitter Gorge. It looks like maybe they're sending 1 or 2 people over to Arzak to flip that back, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, even getting that on like a slower timer is going to be really useful for Legion of Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, head goes down without much of a fight right now, so Legion of Coffee is going to have some difficulty now that they've taken so long. Dire's going to be able to rotate their pop over, see what they are going to use to transport. A little bit of an air duel, right? Let's look at the air. People always say, look, air.
Yeah, we still have a few tiny skirmishes going on, popping off and around. A lot of 1v1s happening. Dervish coming in to take out this lib hovering over Granite, but that's about it. Not a lot of heavy air going on anymore.
Yeah, I suspect both teams won't put a lot of effort into maintaining air. Neither team is really known for air.
We do have a Skyguard over here on the southwest
What is going
side.
on at Arzek? Why is there... I'm confused what's going on at Arazek. Legion of Coffee has a person over here, but they didn't contest any of the points. And now they're back capped at Nexus Secure Substation. Like... Oh, I think Legion of Coffee was rotating people in, but they didn't rotate fast enough, and now they've been cut off. And they've got a max that's stranded out here. That's going to be, 450 nanites down the drain. Because either you're going to have to get a Galaxy over here to move that, that's 450 nanites, or you're going to have to redeploy and then repull a max, that's 450 nanites either way.
Yeah, and Dire's just completely swarmed all over Nexus Secure on this southern side. It's 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. They've got them outpop 2-1 easy.
Yeah, let's go over to Bitter Gorge and check that out, see what's going on here. Galaxy coming in, BDG owned, hovering above point right now. No drops so far. Probably going to get some drops over here. A and B are flipping right now for Dire. A little bit of air to ground over here. Oh, BDG owned just parked the Galaxy on the roof.
You are better than this. Show them.
Yeah, I think that's been there since the beginning of the match, and it's just been working for them. Nobody's been able to really take it out, and that's their pseudo Sunder.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Dire, Legion of Coffee just hasn't pulled any AA. Like, there's no bursters or anything. So Dire can get away with just parking the Lodestar on the roof.
I have a Dervish sitting over here, but it's not doing anything right now, so we'll see what happens with that. Looks like a couple more Galaxy Liberators popping up, 1 Valk. There's just no fast reaction from Coffee. It's Dire's made a move, Coffee hasn't done anything against it. It's a minute 30 left on Nexus, and after that, looks like the 12-24 pop is going to be popping over Nexus Alpha to try and secure this one pretty early.
Yeah, fortunately, we could be going for a bit of a shorter match here. It's not what you want to see, but sometimes it is what it is.
Yep.
Over at Bitter Gorge right now, Dire's making a strong play for all of the points. 2 of the 3 owned, 50 seconds left on the timer. The air is pommeling Legion of Coffee as they try to maintain the C point, but without air control, they're just going to be continuously air hammered. You'd like to see maybe like a burster max, or maybe like a masthead or 2 just to try to deal with this.
Yeah, just sort of any effort whatsoever. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like this is going to be their game. We have less than a minute left. Doesn't really seem like there's any fallout any resistance over on Nexus Secure Substation. That's going to go down in 30.
Yeah, that's going to go down in 30. Over at Bitter Gorge, though, Dire may have overcommitted to C point. If Legion of Coffee can get a couple sneaky people over on the A point, they might actually be able to sneak this. Oh, and they're losing C point. Losing C point is going to put a pretty big stop to that plan. But with A point contesting, if you get someone to B point, wasn't quite quick enough, unfortunately. And this steel rain just doesn't come in time. They take 30 seconds to deploy plus the drop time, so you just got to be a little bit quicker than that. Although they do have the back cap, they do have 1 of the points, so Dire isn't able to get that. Get the cap started at Argent Pass, but Nexus Secure Substation. it's barreling down. Legion of Coffee has to defend their home base in a little bit, because if you take Nexus Alpha or Nexus Omega, game's over. That's it.
Yeah, and I think that's a problem that some of these newer outfits are running into is when you're live playing, you have so much time because you have hundreds of other people that are also playing and wanting to defend these points for your side. But in this game, it's up to you, and that's the short and the long of it. If your outfit can't secure these points, can't hold these points, it's game over. And Dire is just swarming over Nexus Alpha right now.
Yeah, Legion of Coffee, you can't really be contesting. Like, it feels like they're always just a little bit behind, 30 seconds behind on the play, because they got people over at Nexus Secure Substation just a little too late. I saw 1224 over there right now, and, they don't want them to be over here. Bitter Gorge Garrison, if they had moved people to B and C points a little bit quicker, they might have been able to take a steal from Dire. But, Dire's just... They're playing a little loose, and I don't think Legion of Coffee is able to capitalize on the mistakes that Dire is making right now.
Yeah, I don't believe so either, and that could be maybe hesitation, maybe it's too restrictive or something like that of command, but without the ability to be flexible and to find those mistakes, and it really comes down to those 1v1s, and if you can't secure any of those, that's definitely going to screw you over in the long run. I'm
going to call this a very questionable steal rain. I'm not sure why you would ever steal rain onto Nexus Secure while your warp gate base is under attack.
I'm a little confused about that.
And you also have all of this armor. Okay, this armor's abandoned, thankfully. But that steel rain might have been a misplace. Maybe they meant to put down a heavy anvil or something. But overall, that would have been a lot better used over here, at the home base. They've got 5 minutes left. No pushes from Legion of Coffee have really been made. We're starting to see some Legion of Coffee show up over here.
Yeah, I think this was either a misclick or maybe a misunderstanding, but as far as I can tell, they're not able to cap that, and I'm not seeing a lot of recalls happen right now either. Maybe they're hoping that they can cap this real quick, but no.
Yeah, here we go with Legion of Coffee. They did the pretty standard throw down the orbital and then try to push forward, but Big Iron Ranger over here taking out a bunch of them, not able to deal with it. Currently doing a little bit of dance work with the Max. Dark Horde's Void takes the Max down as Big Iron Ranger begins to back up. Good push over here, gets going. Orbital comes down for Dire. This Max push has to get going right now. They just got to resonate through, get some heal nades in the doorway, and just send through right now. Try to beat that Orbital. Ideally, you would have a bit of a flank going on as well. Here we go. Resonate comes out from both, but seems like unfortunately there's just not enough of them to really make that much of an effort right now. And you still got to wonder, why is there 1224 capping Bitter Gorge? Like, that doesn't give you a lot of time to try to get pushes and to try to drain some of the nanites from Dire. You want to burn those resonades, burn some of that C4, because you've got the easy respawns. You've already got the base.
Yeah, why sit over there with, literally half of your team on Bitter Gorge? If they take Alpha, it's done, and maybe that's not something they realize. I know that was something that we were a little confused about the first time we ran the game there, but there's no reason to leave everybody over here. Maybe pull a distraction or something at Bitter, but other than that, yeah, everybody needs to be at Nexus Alpha right now.
The only reason I can think of is if you're confident in your team's ability to retake Nexus Alpha without you. But based on what we've seen so far, I don't know about that. I feel like you kind of got to have everyone. Like, look at how aggressive Naya is playing in the pain field right now. Like, if I go down there, I'm getting pain field notifications right now. Naya is just playing. I think Naya just got despawned by the pain field.
Well, you love to see the aggression, though. You love to see those players that are willing to take the risk to get into the pain zone and just absolutely decimate the enemy to the very end of their life. It's some way I'll love to
draw
do
them back right now. And actually, Legion of Coffee's got a bit of an opportunity here. If they started a push right now, they'd actually be in a really good spot. A lot of key players are down for Dire. Big Iron's down, Goblins fans down, Warhammer's down, Ancient Sellsword also down. Like, a lot of these good players are down. So Legion of Coffee's got a really good opportunity to try to get back into the point room right now. They just got to capitalize on it. They've got a flanking Steel Rain. I don't know how effective a coordinated, like that kind of drop is, but I do like the flank. A flank is definitely one of the things you're going to want to go for here.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can keep them concentrated on one door or two doors and then come in and hit them from behind, I mean, that's obviously going to be your best maneuver.
Looks like a bit of a coffee push. Tries to come in, but gets air hammered. Unlucky. Is it air hammer? Nine. Oh, good C forward. I'm not sure who caught it. But yeah, Legion of Coffee is struggling to get in the building right now. They don't really have air control, so every time they keep trying to go through these front doors, they get caught out. The solution for this is don't go through the front doors. Take these stairs down, go underneath. Oh, those don't. Wait, where's the stairs that go underneath? Is there no stairs that go underneath? Oh, there's no stairs that go underneath. No, my bad. I thought there were stairs that went underneath.
Well, either way, they've got about 1:15 left on this cap, and then that's game over.
Yeah, and like a lot of time, I feel like was wasted at Bitter Gorge. If you had not taken that time, you could have been able to pressure some of the nanite usage a little bit more here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, drain those resources, get them out of their hands, make them expend them somewhere, anywhere. But yeah, it seems like maybe that their initial battle plan was, hey, let's go get Bitter Gorge, let's grab that, and then we'll move on. And they never got Bitter Gorge, but sort of stuck with the plan.
Yeah, and ever since then, they have to deal with this. They've only got about one push left before they get wiped. And Big Iron is just holding back a whole squad here. My goodness.
Yeah, he's a monster right now.
Here we go. That's just an orbital to delay a push that's going to happen. If there's any maxes, they're going to have to get. I think Big Iron made it. Okay, Big Iron died, but they're in a revivable spot.
Okay, 13 seconds left on the clock. They have to do this now.
They have to. There's no choice, and they've just got to deal with all the air hammers, deal with the Gauss saws at long range, and just try to push in. But too many of them are just caught outside.
Yep, and unfortunately, Dire just too aggressive, too versatile, and too malleable to any of the situations that Coffee might have thrown at him. That's going to go over to Dire.
Yeah, a pretty decisive victory in terms of Dire. I mean, there was some pretty clear differences. The infantry difference, for example, was very strong. You got Big Iron Ranger over here is able to hold off 6 of them, and then the logistics was a little bit misplaced for Legion of Coffee, such as using a Steel Rain while you're back capped.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was just. I'm not really sure where that plan came in of let's use a Steel Rain on a base we can't capture. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be. I've got nothing. I really have no idea what they were thinking there.
At some point, we just got to go. That was a mistake. Hopefully, they can figure out what the issue was there and solve it for the next match.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, that's what you got to do. Check your mistakes. Okay, we did that. We messed up. Let's move on and try to figure it out for the next one.
Exactly. Some of the other matches that are going to be going on today, we got Hell's Angels versus Araxis Iron Guard. We got WTAC versus Fate. I think that's going to be a pretty good one. I believe that's on the main channel. It's going to be planet-side battles. And then we've also got Unity versus Vikings of Connery. That could be a pretty good one as too. Depends on how many people show up. But that's going to be it for our cast. Hopefully you can enjoy some of the other matches that we're going to be having today. Other than that, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.